Okay, we are starting chapter 8 today. We're doing multiples of unit fractions. On the objectives today, I made a mistake and did not write unit fractions, but that's okay. So unit fractions, as we talked about before, like a unicorn, unit fractions have a 1 on top. So unit fractions have a 1 on top. So, like a unicorn. Okay, uni and uni means 1 on top. Got it? All right. At a pizza party, each pizza was cut into 6 equal pieces. At the end of the party, there was 5/6 of a pizza left. So this is what was left at the end of the party. Roberta, is that what you should be doing right now? Roberta put each of the leftover slices in its own freezer bag. How many bags did she use, and what part of the pizza did she put in each bag? Those are the questions we're going to answer. The first thing we need to answer is how many slices of pizza were eaten?
5/6.
1. This is what's missing, guys. The ones here is not what is eaten. The ones missing is what was eaten. So how many slices were eaten? 1. And what fraction of the pizza is each slice?
1/6.
1/6. Okay, it says write 5/6 as the product of a whole number and a unit fraction. So product tells you to do what operation? Dakota?
Addition.
Nope. Jace? Reese? Multiplication. Gotta be quicker. You raise your hand when you know the answer, not when you're gonna look up the answer, okay?
I thought it was multiplication, but I want to make sure.
Give yourself a point, Reese. So, write 5/6 as the product of a whole number and a unit fraction. So 5/6 equals a whole number times a unit fraction. What's our unit fraction going to have on top? 1. What's our denominator going to be,
6.
Landon? Pay attention up here. What do you think our whole number is going to be? 5. This is what we're doing today.
Oh.
Easy, right?
Yep.
Because think about this. 5/6 is the same as 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, or 1/6 1/6 1/6 1/6 1/6. How many 1/6 are up there? 5, right? So that means 5/6 is the same as 5 times 1/6. When you're multiplying, sit up, I haven't asked a question, Jace. When you're multiplying a whole number times a fraction, you do just like this, guys. 5 times 1 is 5, and then your denominator stays the same.
No, I have to tell you. It's
Not right now. Okay, so the picture shows 5/6 or 5 6-size parts. Each 6-size part of the pizza can be shown by the unit fraction 1/6. Write that down. You can use unit fractions to show 5/6 in 2 ways. You can go 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, or you can say 5/6 equals 5 times 1/6. The number of add-ins, these are all add-ins, remember, or the multiplier represents the number of bags used. The unit fractions represent the part of the pizza in each bag. So Roberta used how many bags? 5, and she put 1/6 in each bag. Okay. This question that I'm answering right here, or that we're going to answer right now, everybody give me your eyes. Hand them over. Pop them out. Hand them over.
Okay.
This question right here, guys. Pull up your mask. On the back, the question, the very last question that you guys are always like, do we have to do this one? Is just like this right here. So when you're doing the assignment today, and yes, you have to do the entire assignment, and the last one is going to be graded. Usually I use that as like a bonus point, because exactly what you need to write on the back, Waylon, for the last question is what we're going to write here, just with different numbers, right, Cash? Okay, so quit playing around with that. It says explain how you can write 3 halves as the product of a whole number and a unit fraction. 3 halves equals 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2. Since 3 halves is equal to 3 groups of 1/2, then 3 halves equals 3 times 1/2. So first we did it as the unit fraction, and then we saw that to get 3 halves we had to do 3 1/2s. Since 3 halves is equal to 3 groups of 1/2, then 3 halves is equal to 3 times 1/2. You guys know that when the multiplication sign, so you know that the comma we use represents the word thousand, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fraction line that we use represents the words out of. The multiplication sign can be used for the words groups of. Okay? So for example, 2 times 3 is the same as 2 groups of 3. Okay? 1 group of 3, 2 groups of 3. Okay? So you can use for the multiplication symbol the word groups of. All right, everybody get that copy down? Okay. Turn to the next page. Says the product of a number and a counting number is a multiple of the number. You guys know what multiples are, right?
Yes.
So, where do you find multiples? Shelby? On the multiplication table. That's one place to find them, right? And list for me the first 5 multiples of 5.
5,
Owen.
10, and 15. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25.
Very good. Owen, give yourself a point. Okay, so now we're going to do multiples of fractions. It sounds a little scary, but it's really not bad. Because watch. So to get what Owen just told us, what we're basically doing is going 1 times 5, 2 times 5, 3 times 5, 4 times 5, and 5 times 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and they keep going on and on and on. To do multiples of fractions or unit fractions, this is what we do. So 1/4, or 1 times 1/4. 1 times 1 is 1 over 4. 2 times 1/4 equals what?
2/4.
2/4. 3 times 1/4 equals
3 out of 4.
3/4. Okay, we're not going to say out of for this one. Okay. 4 times 1/4
Is 4/4 or equal to 1?
And we're going to, for today, we're going to pull your mask up, please. Okay. If it's like that again, Jace, I'm gonna take recess minutes tomorrow or on Monday. Okay. 4 times 1/4. Now that's 4/4, which is the same thing as 1 whole, right?
Mm-hmm.
For today's purpose, we are going to just leave it as 4/4. And if we get an improper fraction, we're going to leave it as an improper fraction. So in the case of 5 times 1/4, we get 5/4. And we're going to just leave that. All right, so here we go. So it says 1 times 1/4 is 1/4. Use models to write the next 4 multiples of 1/4. Okay, so here they've got 2 times 1/4, which is 2/4. 3 times 1/4 equals
1/4. 3/4.
3/4. How many 1/4 do you see there, Brindley?
3.
3. Makes sense? Okay. 4 times 1/4 equals 4/4. 5 times 1/4 equals 5/4. So I'm going to shade 5 1/4 on this one. Let me show you something. So the multiples of 1/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, right? What do you notice about the bottom number?
They're all 4s.
They're all the same. And then how do you get from 1 to 2?
Plus 1.
From 2 to 3?
Plus 1.
From 3 to 4?
Plus 1.
From 4 to 5?
Plus 1.
The reason it works that way, guys, is because we're doing multiples of 1/4, right? So we go up by 1 each time. When we do this, Reese, when we do multiples of another fraction, like 2/3, 1 times 2/3, 2/3 is 2/3, right? What if I do 2 times 2/3? What would that equal? 4/3, right? 4/3. What about 3 times 2/3? 6/3. What about 4 times 2/3?
8/3.
8/3. And last, what about 5 times 2/3?
10/3.
10/3. Now look at the pattern here. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. The reason that you add 2 on these is because what did we start with? 2. So whatever numerator you are finding the multiples for, is going to, each multiple is going to increase by that number. Okay? All right. So the multiples of 1/4 are 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, and 5/4. Use a number line to write the multiples of 1/5. So 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. So the multiples of 1/5 are 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 5/5. Okay, so now we're going to do problems like you're going to do today. Everybody have all that copied? Okay, flip your paper over. Flip, Sonia. Okay. It says use the picture to complete the equation. So first, 3/4 equals this, this, and this, which is 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, or blank groups of 1/4. How many are there, honey? 3. So 3/4 equals 3 times 1/4. The instructions, 2, 3, and 4, just like what you're going to do on your assignment today. So it says, write the fraction as the product of a whole number and a unit fraction. Which one does it say first, whole number or unit fraction?
Whole number.
Whole number. Okay, put it up here, or put it in your desk and leave it alone. Okay, so what is the unit fraction that would go with 4/5?
1/5 plus
1/5. Just one unit fraction.
1/5.
1/5. And how many, or what whole number are we going to multiply times 1/5?
4.
4. That's your answer. So your numerator becomes your whole number, and then your denominator stays the same, and your fraction has a 1 on top. Okay? What's your whole number going to be on number 3?
3.
Where are you getting 9 from? Do you see a 9?
3.
What's our whole number on this one? 4, which is the same as our numerator.
3.
Okay, what's the whole number on this one?
3.
Times
1/10.
Sonia, what's our whole number going to be on number 4?
8.
8. What are we going to multiply 8 times?
1/3.
There you go.
Is that all we're doing?
That and multiples. So it says list the next 4 multiples of the unit fraction. So 1/6, or 1 times 1/6 is 1/6. What's 2 times 1/6?
2.
2 6. 3 times 1/6?
3. 6.
4 times 1/6?
4. 6.
5 times 1/6?
5. 6.
Okay. Underneath, I'm going to write the problem of how we got there. So for 1/6, we did 1 times 1/6. Then we did 2 times 1/6. Then we did 3 times 1/6. Then we did 4 times 1/6. Then we did 5 times 1/6. Okay? Because remember, that's how multiples work. Okay, what is the first multiple of 1/3 is 1/3. What's the second?
2/3. 3/3. 4/3. 5/3.
Very good. Okay, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3. So notice your numerators go up by 1, denominators stay the same. Numerators go up by 1, denominators stay the same. I need for you guys to now do 7 through 11 and raise your hand when you're finished.